Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great.
Yeah, right.
Watch for next episode. I will have the RPG MRE.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Something a little fun.
Nice. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Of course, join the behind the scenes to see all the great stuff. Adam's gonna really enjoy what happened behind the scenes. It's some of his favorite stuff. Got to be in the know to be in the know. So join the ever-growing force if you want to know that. And I don't know.
Seasoniest?
Can we do
Chewiest.
Well,
We're about to fight a dragon.
Dragoniest?
Okay. I was gonna do Dragoniest. All right, let's do that. Let's dive into the Dragoniest episode of BombSquad.
And so bad, smelled like onions.
No, don't put that up.
And we dive back in. All right. Guys don't know what you're missing if you're not getting behind the scenes.
Oh, such good stuff.
For the dragon.
Oh, hey!
Oh my gosh!
I totally agree.
Oh, I love it so much.
One of my favorite.
sorry, Alex,
behind
I'm
the
really
scenes- Yeah, one of my favorite behind the scenes for the dragon. If patrons and local supporters, if you haven't gone, go search "Find the Dragon."
Is that a
in our-
short?
No,
That needs to be a short.
it's behind the scenes.
No, this happens in episode.
Does it?
I think it does.
All right, we'll look. Keep
Rick's
your eye
on
out.
the back of the wagon for the dragon.
Well, anyways, all right, we'll take a look. Okay, anyways,
What are we doing?
what are we doing? There's a dragon. As Valak and the dragon finish reciting the line that the dragon said when he first arrived, Pim Pam, Quinn, and Brick are facing an aspect of the dragon within his soul palace, and Aurora and Iliad stand at the gate, facing off against Valak, being assaulted from all sides. We're gonna hop over to Quinn and the flashback to him and Adalia, his mother, having a moment together.
Now I can't eat. This is an emotional moment, and I'm in the middle.
Just eat it.
We accidentally blipped Iliad in this for some reason.
Quinn's
Grape
crying.
jelly, just a whole bowl of it.
Just thinking, yeah, it's gotta be great. Little slurp drops.
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys get it, I'll change the music up here, but
Don't drink that.
Well, you said slurshing?
Don't slursh a thing. There's no schlooping in a Avisen.
nice. That's a good callback too.
I'm sorry. I gotta go talk to my mom now.
To get a spanking for saying slurps.
Oh, it almost spilled.
Spanks you with a vine.
You're his grandma. You're my mom. This is.
You're
Okay.
a family.
Yeah.
Wait, who's grandma?
right.
Who's grandma?
Ingrid.
The running joke
It's
that
okay.
Ingrid is Brick's
Oh, that's right.
Is that really him?
I wish I could say it was.
He's here. He's
His body's here, but he's a shell of what he was.
What does that mean? He's a shell.
He's empty. I can only maybe see a piece.
A piece inside him?
I think so.
What? Mom, we've been waiting so long. We've been waiting so long. And he's here.
It's not him.
You can't tell me that. It's gotta be him. It has to be him.
Quinn, do you remember what I've told you about seasons? There's the warm spring, life's awakening, the buds bloom. There's also the season where the leaves fall and all starts to slumber. Quinn, you need to go and try to find him.
And what happens when I do? What happens when I find him? The real him? Will I be able to bring him back? Will we be ever together, the three of us?
I think that time has passed. You're not going to be able to keep him, Quinn.
You can't tell me that. I just got him.
I feel your pain. You will be brave and strong. You will fight this darkness and find him.
I will. If only to save him. I will.
I think she'll hold you up to her chest and just stroke your hair for a little while.
I really wanted us to be together.
I wish that too.
I think that's when we cut to see the tear. Well done, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen, for doing that.
Legend points, guys.
Yes.
Kristen had to come. Well, you came in last minute there,
so
so
good.
I really appreciate that.
I get one for being in the middle of it.
He does.
I give him my second share.
All right, here you
Take
go,
it and
Elliot.
run.
Oh, I do!
Yeah, you should. Anywho,
He earned it.
we cut back to when, as Austin described, Quinn's one tear and blipping in to the dragon's realm, into his soul palace. So, where you guys can take a minute to discuss where we want to pick up, because we have two teams currently. And as we come to rolls, we'll see where we want to hit with the other flashbacks and moments that we need to pick. So,
Is this full on? This is basically combat in challenge event.
Yeah.
style?
Yep.
Okay.
Both you guys. Let's see here. I'm actually going to do this. And this one is going to... So they're slowly... Each challenge event's going to get harder. Now, everyone has one advantage on their first round of rolls from the opportunity event success. We could do... There may be some rules on what exactly... I think Quinn knows what he wants to find. That's one possible option to start there. But now the assault has to come in. You guys have a very limited window. Sorry, I was going to say, too, it's now 8 successes, 2 failures.
8 successes, 2 failures.
Yep,
Dear
so
goodness.
successes go up by 2, failure goes down by 1.
Okay. Does it matter who starts?
Nope. This is up to you guys on how you want to play out the plan. If someone's knowing exactly what they're doing. Potentially, Iliad and Aurora, your guys is a little more straightforward in keeping... creating the distraction, trying to draw as much of the dragon's defenses to you as possible, as well as taking on Valak. Because you guys are standing, you guys are in the gateway between the deity meeting realm and the soul palace, and the rest of the team has gone deeper in to locate whatever may be left of the dragon, and
we essentially have to get past this dragon to be able to get to the piece of him in reality.
potentially, or is the piece of him within. I think that would be one of the roles we need to do to discover the path you guys need to take.
So, if you guys don't mind being able to start, Quinn's going to step forward to the dragon, and as he steps forward, he's going to whisper to both of you two, get ready to jump. And it's this...
And with that, Pim Pam's eyes just go... And just whipping around the chain.
Sure. And Brick, whatever your ready stance is, but, I mean, you know what that means. and Quinn's going to step right up to the dragon, and... You're in our way.
I am here.
I...
Quinn, Imladrin's son of the All-Mother, brother to the Saints Archero.
That's me?
My son.
No, see, I don't think that's quite the right part. You got the name right, but I don't think I'm your son, am I?
Perhaps not yet.
Indeed. Well, I already have a dad, thank you, and we're here to get him back. But you're in the way.
I am the way. Embrace me. Embrace. And become more.
As you wish. And he is, with that, going to turn into a dragon.
Nice! Deific item.
And he's going to immediately start, and he's just full-on sprint right towards him. Flesh is going to rip off.
Nice.
He's going to go on all fours. He's just going to... And all of a sudden, he's going to turn into his dragon form, wings spread, full-on charge.
A little pretty epic, because with the deific item, you go to a 10 by 10 square.
Go to a 10 by 10 square.
Full dragon, he's closer to like 40 by 40.
That's fine.
Wait,
Yeah.
so this aspect we're fighting is 40 by 40 feet?
Yeah. That's what he would take up on a map.
Okay.
Right? He's
How
like-
tall is he?
Well, technically, like if we're going by map things, he can raise himself up. Probably on his 2 legs, he could raise up to that height. So on 4 legs, maybe like 20 at the top of his head.
And what does he look like? Like, what are the
The white dragon. He looks like the white. It's
just
like a
a
smaller
dragon.
version of the white dragon. It's pure white dragon. We had in the art we got for you. I don't know if you
Is
guys
he
see it.
a Western dragon?
Western style dragon.
Okay.
Yes, he is
So
specifically.
typical like knights in fantasy armor.
Yep.
Dragon.
Big spread wings. I mean, we're talking classic D&D
Yeah.
fantasy dragon.
And
His gold tips
I
on
look
the edge.
just like him, but I'm red, and with the blood red crystal scale shimmering from Archelon. So, but we look.
So do you want to roll an attack? Is that what you're feeling?
Not yet.
Certainly.
Pim's timing this
Yeah.
so that as Quinn is there to engage, that's when she's going to teleport in with her piece of it, so that hopefully she can get the debuff on him for the happening like just the moment and not enough time to react to her or to Quinn before Quinn comes smashing in.
Yep.
Nice.
So
nice.
her, of course, she is going to be using the stream binds.
Yeah,
So-
new deific item.
So with that, she's just going to be whipping up the chain, and then when she goes to throw it forward, and it has all of its full momentum, but far, far, far out of the way of the dragon, she's then going to teleport right up into him and get that thing to wrap around his wings.
Beautiful.
So with that, she wants to like get this like cycle around the both of them and cinch them back.
Okay.
And help like pull him down, pull him over, just but at least like kind of like incapacitating at least that ability to take himself off the ground.
Yep.
With this, she's going to be particularly targeting body.
Nice.
We're going to go sequentially through these things.
Very
so we're
nice.
starting out with body.
We'll throw out. Go ahead and roll it up. So you're rolling your movement. You have advantage from
From the last round.
Yep, from the last round, and then
Focus. Probably need one of these.
you have. It wouldn't be boon focus. It would be your lethal strike though, because you and Quinn are coming in together.
That's part of that as well.
So lethal strike will apply. Yeah.
Depending on, I would.
Oh, because it's teleported to the focus.
I don't know
Right.
if you already have an idea of what
Movement.
you want to do.
Not a rock solid one.
Essentially, wanting all three of us to make a coordinated attack at the same time, right? So whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
So whether you're attacking with me or you're adding on to whatever you're doing, you do you. But I didn't have a plan necessarily. I knew that you guys would be able to handle what you're doing, but we're doing it together.
Yeah.
Cool.
And with binding up his wings and with his body,
Yeah.
she's going to address the dragon with, "This is for enslaving the people in my realm."
Nice.
She's got.
Real quick, I think you should have at least an advantage from using your deific item as well in this challenge event. Because I can't remember if
has
I
potent?
say it has potent, so that's for
special one.
resisting. Okay, there's a deadly on there?
Nope. Well, I mean, if egress is attached to it, which of course going into this.
Sure,
would
let's
be-
do that. So give an advantage from the deadly egress, and roll it up, and then I have a scene for you.
Sweet. Not as great as it could be, which is too bad for the dragon because I got to reroll.
Ooh, all right.
I'm not keeping any of them. They're just not spectacular.
There's one more in there.
Oh,
It's
wait.
hiding.
Yeah, no. I had like 1 6 and all the rest were like 3 and down. Dag nabbit. Okay.
It's all right, just to start, just to start.
Just to start. It's worse. Okay, let's see.
I forgot to mention one thing too, guys. While Zach's doing math, is everybody has a kind of like a flaw token they can use because the deity succeeded. In this round, you can use a flaw token on an enemy to give them a negative legend point, basically.
Oh, that's
one disadvantage and -1 to the roll. So everybody has 1 to spend since your deities won the game, in a sense.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a 16 on this, which I'm going to imagine is pretty lousy.
Unfortunately, it is an
So-
opposed roll to the dragon aspect.
So we're just gonna cash in one of the flaws here.
Sure. Okay.
So let's can get something from this, and this is vengeful. This is Pim's got her timing and target right, but she is
Oh, you're using your flaw.
I'm using my
Gotcha.
flaw vengeful. She just wants to murder the crap out of this thing.
Okay.
As much as she knows the plan is still bind and drag it down, the wrath she is feeling is still screaming inside her. I just needed to kill this thing.
Nice.
And so she's focusing more perhaps on like inflicting pain and focusing on that than being as effective as she needs to with the movement. She's more hooking and stabbing than actually effectively binding it.
Yep. Yeah. What's funny is I rolled a 32 for the dragon, which is double what Pim Pam rolled. Okay, so with the flaw spend, I think what we're going to do is she's going to start dividing herself into the parts and spreading herself thin as she's trying to wrap him all up at once. She's just going at it too hard in this moment. Maybe doesn't even realize that she's starting to separate her mind, body, and soul to enslave. So part of the stream that binds is that he can bind... Everybody drank! I said he...
It happens so rarely.
I don't think I've ever done it, actually. I was just excited to give the item to Zek specifically, not as much Pim Pam, right? But as every time she uses it, she can bind body, mind, and soul, and it tears the potence, the disadvantages to resist. So
I think separating out the body, she's just feeling that burn.
Yep.
It just the emotions that are a part of that are just riveting through that core of the body, as the mind and soul are more in the place of doing the right thing. She's just, I could just crush this thing.
So that's one failure there. And then there's going to be something I think we'll do the scene because it might be a fun way to bring her back in the for her next roll when it comes up. As the mind and or soul, you can kind of decide, as you're trying to get in the flow with the stream and learn to use it rather than to control it and harness it, you're trying to flow with it and use it. That part of you that's doing that feels a familiar movement in the stream, as if someone else is alongside you and is also wielding it. You realize you and someone else had access to the power of grandfather at the exact same moment, and the mind part of you, I think the soul part of you blips away looking at this, and I'm gonna pull you into this a little bit. Sorry to surprise you.
No, that's fine.
But
I'm excited.
you look and see Tiri wielding her hammer, her deific item, at the same time.
Nice. We're both kind of like spinning and wielding them together.
Yep, she is doing it. And it is reminiscent of you and grandfather sparring because Tiri's style is very similar to grandfather's. And you both stop, you both catch eyes for a second, and then from the other side of you, you hear, "Oh, this is new."
Is it?
Yes,
is it dead?
It's
dead. He got to see me.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, so that takes us in a totally. Oh, that's the wish. That's okay. So yeah. With that, she's just gonna turn. She's still like kind of like probably foot propped on a piece of the dragon and trying to cinch tight and just locking eyes with him and just being like, "Dad,
Is that you, Pim?
it's me now."
Are you fighting a dragon?
Yeah, well, yeah, fighting a dragon in a dragon, with a dragon.
I've heard about him. Oh. From the triplets. I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Oh no, yeah, you can believe everything. Just
I've missed you. You're so tall.
yeah.
How are you going to fit in those tight spaces with all that height?
Maybe I get to feel a little bit small with you. Where are you? What's... I can't see. Are you okay?
As okay as we ever... He stops and just runs up and grabs you. And Tiri comes in too. I don't want to play Tiri too much, but
no,
there's a family
fine.
hug there.
Oh, that's great.
We're fighting our own dragons, Pim. On some island.
Well...
Your mother made it.
Oh, I knew it.
Tam's here.
You two, power duo. We've got our crew here, so you take yours, I'll take mine.
We're gonna come find you after this. After we slay our dragons.
I'll bring you ahead. I'll bet you mine's bigger.
He looks down at the white dragon. You're on anyways, but I think you're right. We'll have lots of little ones. We'll see whose is heavier.
Right. And and with that she's gonna like focus back in and just with some extra concerted effort like start to really lean into the chains. So we'll
keep channeling.
Roll that in with the legend point for the next round.
Beautiful. Excellent. And here it is, sir.
Love it.
Well done.
That's great.
As we go back to terror.
To terror.
That's what it's called. Switch music. I think we should go to Brick then. Since we've well, actually, you know what you're rolling, don't you?
Yes.
So why don't we do that roll and then we'll go Brick's roll.
So
Bricks roll.
Brick's roll.
He's just rolling. I mean, he's just going in full bar. Right
A might attack, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, he's in battle trance.
You've got your dragon blood if you choose to use it. That would be the question. So this is a new item I just gave. Everybody got a new smaller item as well as modified deific items with the level up. Dragon blood would allow him to access reckless attack, but he has to keep attacking.
Yep. So yes. So this is but we're in a challenge event, right? So how does that function within a challenge event?
You'll probably take disadvantage on the next roll you do. Even if it's in the next challenge event, you're going to be at a disadvantage as you're coming out of the battle trance. Because you're going to be focused here. Yeah, because I want you to have the advantage now. You're choosing it to get an advantage in the attack right now.
Right.
Because you're doing more. So next thing that happens,
It'll be-
you know what? It's a trade-off would be Brick's going to be at a disadvantage. Because it's literally two dragons scrapping with a dancing gnome trying to move about too. So it's going to be quite chaotic.
It only gives me deadly 1.
Well, you would get advantage on your roll from that item. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it. So you're trading a disadvantage to Brick for an extra advantage for you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm going to give you 2 advantage, actually, because it also allows you to do an extra attack.
Yes.
As a minor action. So I think that's a more fair trade. 1 advantage from Deadly, 1 advantage from the extra attack. So, Brick, you're going to have 1 disadvantage to enter the chaos. It's fine. Sorry. And then, spin me talent and anything else. You have advantage from your deific item, of course. Advantage from your companion.
Yeah. Actually, we're doing that for you.
Oh, and I'll roll for the dragon here. This is might on might. Ooh. No explodies for the dragon.
I'm sitting here going, bum, bum.
He's Andy.
But what I did get...
Yes.
And don't forget, guys, you have that flaw token to put on somebody if you want. He did roll 666.
Did he really?
Yes.
How?
That's not all the dice he has, but it is in there. I just want you to know.
Are you going to tell us
want you to
the
know.
total that we're rolling against?
This is just for Quinn.
Oh, okay.
I'll roll different.
Oh, it's different for each.
Depending on what you're choosing to do. Yeah, because it was a defense stat, kind of, but I still rolled. This is might on might, so he has 34.
72.
Oh!
I exploded on 3d8s,
Oh my goodness.
and I used my extra d20,
Oh, nice.
and that was really that tipped it over.
Good spend. Good spend there, because that's
So-
2 successes then for an exceptional success. All right.
Ooh.
Beware. One more failure. Challenge event ends. We'll keep going, obviously, role playing.
Well, I thought it was. Didn't you say 3 failures?
Nope,
That was
two this
last time.
Just to
The
Can
next one.
is it possible to functionally take away that disadvantage then from Brick?
Oh. Cool. Yeah.
Essentially, being able to pin him in place, like
Right.
It's 2 dragons grappling, yes.
Yeah.
But to be able to have the upper hand,
Yeah.
to be able to do something like that, and
I think I'm going to do instead of then an extra success.
we'll keep the success, and you will have a slight.
I know it's not
disadvantage.
quite
That's fine.
The success
fair
matters more than
trade.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I
fine.
can't think of any other trade on that. Because the reason you got those is because you're putting Brick at a disadvantage.
Correct.
So, yeah, I think it plays out right.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
Thanks for letting me think it through.
Um,
Wait.
That's fine. I'm gonna kill him.
Wait.
Oh. Extra. There it is. Okay, go ahead. You didn't know what I was
I
doing.
felt like, is he gonna fart? Is,
What is happening?
it's like, is he winding?
The dragon is just waving this disapproving finger at Brick. Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
I thought we were closer, but it's still good. Brick,
Was
you're
gonna
up.
like launch him. He's like, oh, no, okay. Now? No, right now.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I feel cheated. I thought you were gonna fart, and now
There's still time.
David will take care of it for me.
There's still time.
Just wait.
I still would have laughed. But
The reeks are coming.
so Brick is just intending to stay as low as possible. He wants to be the unseen one in this fight, the one that the dragon is thinking the least of. So for him, I think he's gonna do an agility roll / attack to get like just be the ankle biter. To hopefully not do enough work to do damage, but not enough to get aggro,
Nice.
and
Okay.
just fly under the radar.
Beautiful.
Can I use my Aether software upgrade?
Absolutely. That's Brick's deific item.
Okay, so
Yeah, because that
Software.
that
He's
bolsters
He's
you.
So
downloading.
spiritual.
So
oh, that's good.
When it makes a little noise, it tingles.
Ryan doesn't want to use it anymore.
I don't like it anymore.
Ajax, do you feel this too?
All right, so
Well, if you do, I am.
advantage 2 because the bolster 8 is 3 advantage -1 from that disadvantage.
You don't get all, because it's a challenge event, you don't get all 3. Unless you want me to put all
Do
this
you
stuff on the
Do
dragon.
you? Oh no. Okay. All right. How many do I get?
So 1 advantage for using that item.
Okay.
And
One
then-
advantage from Ajax, perhaps.
I would say your other item, the adaptive shielding, also applies here because you would be
Oh.
having that up and running.
Okay.
So an advantage from that item.
Okay. So hold on. So this is 1 advantage, 2 advantage. Ajax is 3 advantage.
Yep.
1 disadvantage. So I'm at advantage 2.
So far, yep. I would.
Okay.
Are you attacking or are you more avoiding?
I'm attacking.
So you can have an
I'm just, like,
advantage
not
from
gonna go
dual
for his
wielding your
face.
blades. I
Okay.
would assume because that's agility as well.
Yes. Okay. So that's 3, 2. Ooh.
Oh, and you have boom focus haste. So that would be an advantage there too, because I assume you're hasted.
Yes.
It'll never
That's
get
right.
old.
Sorry, I'm sorry, honey. It just came out.
Okay.
So that's going to be against the dragon's defense because he's focusing on Quinn at the moment. Ooh, he does have some explodies though, so you can throw out those disadvantages if you want afterward.
Your disadvantages?
Those flaw tokens I gave everyone for the game, the deity
I
game.
forgot about that.
You can add a disadvantage and a -1 to any roll from a baddie.
Oh.
One spend. Everybody has one of those.
I'll
to
do
spend.
that. I'm sorry. I
Sure,
totally forgot
okay.
about that. I'm absolutely going to do that because I want his attention to be on me. This
Sure,
is-
that's great. So that'll cancel out one of the 2 exploding 8s, and then a -1 to the total of the roll.
And it's a 52.
No, only a 32.
You have
32.
destructive
32?
trance. You have destructive trance. Do you have any action?
That's yes.
Okay, I'm
Same thing, best
I'm at a 30.
Oh, come on.
38. 38. Zach, what is that's 44. I got really excited. I've never been able to use destructive trance. That's yes. I was gonna say like now you know why my son is the way he is.
That is an exceptional success. It was 12
my
over.
gosh, I love that.
That was an exceptional success.
Don't forget. We have some stories for Ollie from this morning. Anyways.
Good. One quick story of Ollie. He was having a really hard time this morning. I love him so much.
Should we save this for behind the scenes though?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Ha! You don't get it.
I want to know.
Be in the know.
Oh, give us money.
Okay, it was funny,
No, he said, give us money.
but I mean,
but yeah.
yeah. Become a part of this. Become a part of what we do.
We can make fun of you, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So we are at 4 successes. Let's see what's going on at the other side, and then we'll
Shoot,
come back.
We're just even now. We have to get 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. You are even.
Okay.
So that's pretty epic, guys. That's quite a battle. Awesome. We'll
Well, good.
think about a little flavoring as we move into the next round too, because we'll kind of flavor what's it kind of looking like, what are you guys doing, and where are we going next.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go, Iliad and Aurora,
I have a question.
please.
When am I... Well, I shouldn't be asking him. When am I supposed to be... What's the word?
I don't know.
Phantasm.
Oh,
You did it.
Phantasm. Oh,
That was
already happened?
successful.
That already
I
happened.
thought
You
that
did
was
it.
supposed to make Valak...
Open the door, which he
He
did.
opened the door because he thought
How
he was
did I-
opening the door to Nahazik,
Where
and he
was
opened
I?
the door to the.
You were like this.
Fish stick.
So now we're fighting Valak because he knows that we betrayed him.
I drank the fist.
Cicada rhythm. What is it?
Cicada.
That's what I always call it. Circadian rhythm. I call it the cicada rhythm.
Cicadas.
That and vocal fry. All
It's
those
now
vocal
screwed up.
fries.
It's like 10 o'clock. What's going on?
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Um,
what are you guys doing?
all right, you go. You go.
Okay.
While I think so.
I mean,
Well,
obviously general attributes, but talk about what you're looking to do and what kind of flavor you want on this fight.
Well, Aurora is just might fighting off Gwal's kind of thing, and she's using the blade of the Abaddon, so we'll see if she can provoke everything.
Beautiful.
All the things.
Excellent. Do you want to have a little flashback to describe the blade of the Abaddon is the new item as she is using her father's sword, which he used to fight Valak back with her mother, and there's a reason we added provoke to it and that flavor. Do you want to describe a little of that before you roll?
Sure.
As we talked about, I think Marosha's giving you that, almost that image to be able to see how you're standing in your father's shoes now with Iliad beside you.
So essentially, it's like it was almost the same exact thing that was happening, and then because he used the provoked, everything came after him, and that's the reason pretty much why he died.
It's the reason everyone else escaped, including the king and queen that were under assault.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yep, she's just doing the same thing again. So if it's potent tier 1, does that mean an advantage, or what does that
Yeah,
mean?
in a challenge event, we'd give
Okay.
that an advantage. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. And you've activated your deific item as well, right?
No.
No, you're not doing that yet?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No. I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I would still you have advantage from battle trance. You got that.
Yeah, I have battle trance. I have attack specialization.
Yep, and I think the Blade of the Abaddon's deadly as well, so that would be another advantage from the deadly.
Oh.
The deadly property.
I don't have another.
Do you have
Sorry.
vengeance or anything like that?
Oh,
Or,
my things.
D10.
Oh, they're in here. They're
Sworn enemy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just in social situations.
This is kind of social. I mean, like, he's being a jerk. He's being super creepy and awkward.
It'll be fine.
He's being stupid.
Whoosh. It'll be fine
Alright,
still.
so
Don't
that's
worry
against-
about it.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it. 1, 2.
Oh, you got a 20.
Oh, that's a 7.
And of course, anyone, like, even though you guys aren't here, you could spend your flaw tokens on these. You guys can share it. Kind of meta. It's a meta thing.
Yeah.
I'm sore confused.
Okay, so
So who's already used their flaw on the bad guy? I
think
have.
You're the only one that has so
I'm
far.
the only one that's used the flaw on the bad guy.
Ha, we have
Yes,
more
you still
flaws.
have them. All right, no,
Fine.
no explodies on Valak's side, but he did nice on the D20. 16, 18. Well, 20 total.
27.
Woo! Nice. Whoop.
I was so nervous there. I got a 2 on the big one. So.
Very nice. So that's one success there. Oh, that's a
Oh,
black.
She did get a 20 on one of her D10s, though.
What?
She
Oh,
used the.
Because I used one of these ones.
Oh. She hates them. That confuses her.
I know, but I needed more.
Yes, no. Which is a wonderful thing, isn't it? To need more dice.
Yes, it is.
So
It's really
awesome.
helpful.
That's great. We'll
I rely
we'll look
on
at
my
the
secondary
flavor.
ones.
Let's get Iliad's roll now, and then we'll look at the flavor for both these scenes, and then we'll go next round.
Iliad consulted
Swiftly.
his attorney.
Wrote out his will.
I've never gotten to stand up.
Just imagine, like, there's this glorious combat with Pimpam and Brick and Quinn, and Aurora's like raining. All these squalls are just coming out, and Iliad's on the side going like, "Are you sure that I signed both sides?"
Iliad like, stands up, is about to play his boot. Austin.
No.
He's signing something where, like, his quad gets, like, half of everything. Or he gives half his quad to somebody.
His quad is power of attorney.
Yeah. He's doubling the insurance
writing
on
his
his
will.
quad.
That's it.
Yeah, like,
So,
Oh my
but
gosh. Oh my word.
in all seriousness,
yes.
I will be using the Falcon's Mandate
Excellent.
because
All
I
right.
suppose we are fighting a very big baddie,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
biggest, some might say.
Quite close.
One of them.
Close.
Because you guys are facing off
There are
Valak
bigger
and all the
than me.
Gwals, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, you can bring your head and compare it to Pimpam's head.
That's true.
Later.
That's true.
We'll have a-
All right. So yeah, and then, well, do I need to call anything out specifically, or do these things all activate as soon as I?
You now have access to those banes and boons from protection
Okay.
through your influence. So you get to roll influence, but you have access to some of the protections, banes, and boons.
What does that mean?
You can do those things on the paper.
Okay.
You just gotta pick one that you're doing. I'm sorry.
It's not like
It's the office. I'm supposed to say, okay, explain it as if I was
Right,
3
that's
years.
So cool, you got my name there.
okay. So can I
Yeah.
activate barrier then?
Activate a bear. That sounds great.
Pressing the green button.
Barrier
now-
3.
Barrier 3.
Well, no, it's much more than that.
Oh,
It's the
20.
way the
barrier
thing.
20.
It depends on how high you roll.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
got
So
this.
barrier. What's your
So
your
I
influence
roll
is
for
an
that
8.
first. Influence is an 8.
Yes. Now you
That's
roll as if you
3d8.
have a 9.
But no, you have 3d10.
Right. He rolls as if he has a 9 for that. So we got to go for the max on there. So your CR is based off of the boon, which would be 26 with
Now
an
is
8.
this for the opportunity event, or is that? Do I still get my like?
This will add to the successes.
This is- okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you've got Falcon's Mandate. You could use the metronome in this case because it is influence. If you want
Yes.
another advantage,
I
Yeah.
haven't pulled metronome out or metro.
the metro gnome.
Wait, so I get another?
You get one advantage because Bricks succeeded in his opportunity event. So there's another advantage.
The gnome.
I didn't add that advantage to mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
The gnome.
You got an
update
exceptional
too.
though. So.
No.
The gnome got an update
Yeah,
too. He
software
has little,
update.
little quads.
He has little quads now.
Like bobblehead type stuff.
I like it.
Nice. So good.
He's when he throws it out and spin.
fine.
I looked at the
Wait,
d20.
no,
No,
stop,
don't look
stop,
at the
look.
d20.
Oh,
Take
Look at
3
the-
of them.
There's a
There's
lot of
zero
dice.
on
Okay.
that 10 there.
I got
right?
two
two.
zeros.
Is it 2 explodies?
Two
Okay.
explodies.
So
I think he's got it. I think he's
just
got it.
one. I drop one.
No, no, no.
Just keep 3.
You're keeping 3.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna get to- oh.
Yeah.
And re-roll 2
Poop.
more. 2
And
more.
add it to that.
Okay.
I'm so confused. I can't see the numbers. I just hear
33.
It's so
And
confusing.
if you guys can, when you're like try to talk here,
You got 33 so far.
Right. 33. 41. 48.
48 is an exceptional success. Well done, Falcon boy.
Falcon boy.
Again, I just see the you know, like wind is his face and quad.
I think that was an anime face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I didn't even need to do much.
Guys, we're at 7 successes. 7 successes.
It's
That
all
wants
up
redemption.
to.
That sounds good. We'll definitely let's quick paint what it looks like. We'll paint their scene then first, and then we'll paint your scene, and then Pim Pam can pick up with the final roll.
Cool.
So
Whether we lose or succeed.
yes.
I got this though, guys.
Literally.
I got this stuff. Don't
Boils
worry.
down.
I got this.
Hey, we got flaw points to spend. We got legend points to spend.
good.
All
That's
the
good.
tools.
I got this.
She's ready.
Good.
Yes. All right. So, as you guys, with every strike that Aurora is just taking down walls, they're just shattering, but more keep pouring in from the front and the back. And there's a point where literally Valak is just standing there and he's waiting for you, and he's holding his blade and smiling and slowly approaching as you're just taking all this in. It seems like he doesn't even have sight. He doesn't even know Iliad's there because the provoked has been on him, and also he will make his vision a reality, whether you come kicking and screaming or not. And he's just walking forward as you're trying bravely, and Iliad's just throwing daggers out. And then as he comes in to strike, you are actually overwhelmed for a brief moment where you can't even see Aurora. She's covered in the dark shadows of the walls. Every once in a while, just flashes of light coming as her eyes and hair and sword are glowing. And that's Iliad when you step in front of Valak. To the anime face, but this falcon-shaped fire barrier comes in front of Valak, and he has to step back. His cloak and robes are starting to singe. You can almost see his hair and skin is boiling as you create this barrier, and Aurora does this blast of shadow and light that just smashes all the walls away, and you guys get ready, and that's when Valak casts out darkness to quench your barrier, jumps in, and we go into this slow-mo where Valak is coming in with an air strike at Aurora as Iliad is sending out daggers at Gwals coming from the back. And we cut over to the dragon fight. What's it look like with Quinn and the dragon right now? We'll work our way to Pim Pam and then have Pim Pam's roll.
Sure. I think so. As Quinn is transforming and skin's ripping off, and he's turning into the dragon, and he's growing, he's going full sprint on all fours, and you see the crystals start to, in between the cracks, in between the scales, all of a sudden you see it start to glow, essentially from the inside out. Think of when, like, Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, when he's about to fire and stuff, he starts to glow from the inside out, like it's like in between the scales. And as he's running, him and Dad become essentially face to face. Him and the dragon come face to face, and he shoots this super intense blast of energy, and it's coming from Archelon. Archelon allows him, he just opens his mouth and he just shoots this massive blast straight at his face, and so his face looks up just at that last moment right before they're about to collide. And then Quinn bites into his neck, and he swings himself around so he's on top of his back, like around his neck, basically just trying to rip at his head, right, and trying to rip apart, which allows for Brick to stay low, right? If his attention is up here and on the back, he's not going to see Pim onto the side, or he's not going to see Pim, or he's not going to see Brick trying to take out the legs or whatever it is.
I like the imagery that's as his head's coming up, that you see Pim Pam's chain come wrapping around his head and keep pulling him back as Quinn is coming up around the back, Brick sliding underneath.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And Quinn's entire purpose, and you're going to get a very clear sense of this. I am going to rip him apart to get what's inside of him. Quinn's convinced, especially based on what the dragon had said. You know, it's just a piece. I need to go find it. And so whether it's inside of him or I need to rip him apart to be able to get to the castle behind me. Doesn't matter. One way or another, he's being ripped apart because I need to get that piece. I need to get my dad, my real dad. So you guys are very clearly getting that sense. There's just no mercy.
Nice. That's awesome. Brick, what's it looking like for him right now?
Yeah, I think for Brick, it's keeping low, like slicing, like at the thighs and like trying to get to like the folds of the groin, just like the really vulnerable spots that aren't seen.
Them folds.
And if there's like an opportunity where Quinn and Pim Pam like pull his neck up or something, any opportunistic slice, he'd go for it, but just keeping low into the ground.
I'm almost having this vision of like with the dragons going at it and Pim Pam and Brick pestering, that it's like lions when they just put all that weight into the slam or the bite, but every once in a while he has to look back, like Pim Pam will just literally pull him like this, or Brick's slice makes him flinch and he's just smashing into. You guys are just going at it, scales, crystal going everywhere. Pim Pam.
All right. So I'm gonna start. So Pim Pam is, because I've already used movement, right?
Yep.
So this one's going to be agility, and this is going to be a lot of inflicting knife work along with the use of like dragging the chain around and trying to ratchet. Essentially, she's trying to swirl around him, loop every ankle, the neck, the tail, the wings, but she's gouging his scales along and dragging the chain over so the chain will start to slip into the gouge. So it's pressing in on painful points, on open, searing gaps in its sinews and scales.
Nice.
So first, I'm going to make my pitch on what dice I get to roll to add into this damaging, binding, agility-based sword cutting. Then I'm going to cut to a flashback with grandfather.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so agility.
Yep.
Are you attacking the mind at this point?
This is going to be mind. Well, okay. I guess this is still kind of body because body didn't quite succeed. So I think I'm still starting back.
You're trying to go back to
body.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use of my deific weapon.
Yep. For sure.
Use of egress.
Yep.
Which has deadly.
Yes.
So just one though.
Egress also. I'm for the cold property. We'll give it another one.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pim Pam says that, of course.
She has boots of spring and striding, which gives advantage on jumps to move around it because it's so big, and also an additional 5 feet of movement.
Absolutely.
She also has
fleet of foot, sure,
and climbing, so she's scurrying as well.
Wow.
Okay. Then we have what's it? Lethal.
Yeah, lethal stride. That's
because I have
definitely
my allies with. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's 2 levels of that, 1 or 2.
For each tier.
For each tier, okay.
That's feat points spent.
Then, okay, I'm going to throw a legend point, because I'm definitely keeping an extra one of these, because it's guaranteed.
So close. They're hungry for it now.
We're such children.
I have, the 𝒔𝒐𝒆𝒄𝒂 provides persistent damage, bane power level 2
Playing
augmenting.
imaginary games.
You gotta roll me the dice. Let's see what you got for 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒂, because it makes
I
a
rolled
new
it right at
item.
the beginning of the
That's what you got?
It's like the beginning of
Absolutely,
the day.
then you're spending your item. Yeah.
Okay. Now, flaw token.
Yes.
Flaw token, which is going to be revealed, I think probably revealed best through the RP.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna take this little pool here.
Sure.
Cut back to Pim Pam and grandfather watching the scene unfold. Hit the moment where the dragon affirms Saint Neri.
Yeah.
So Pim Pam is like, watching the dragon, his direction, all of a sudden, like that affirmation comes through, and Pim Pam just grandfather, did the dragon's on their side?
It would seem so.
The dragon's on the side of the reformists. The Hreinson.
Yeah.
The enslavement.
I wish I could say I am not surprised, though I did not foresee it.
But no, like, that's the new idea. But the dragon faith, the Quinn, the growing and improvement and everything, that's the real, that's the reality of it. There's supposed to be a perversion.
I am not saying you are wrong, but has the dragon then taken a new domain?
It's him. He's the one behind this. I mean, the Ħażiks who were here to fight, but what if the others don't understand that? What if they don't see it? What if they think we're here to fight Ħażik and in the end the dragon just sways the whole world? I felt like we've overlooked the Hreinson and their ways. They enslave people, body, mind, and now soul. And what if he wins because of this? I've got to do something now.
Patience. But I know that remember, young one, your sight is not yet broad enough.
I know.
We have been watching and making shifts. I know from where you have stood, it does not seem so.
And Pim Pam is is trying to look at like Quinn and Aurora and Ilya to try and get a sense of it. I'm sure that you said there's some kind of moments of contact, but at the moment she's stuck here, right? And she doesn't feel that she can just trust to reach out right now. She's just I need grandfather and just this point of view and everything's just but what if they don't see? What if they don't see? I'm going to help them. I've got to help them, but
yes.
But they might not hear. They might not see this. What if they don't listen?
Are you going to force them? We all must make our choices.
I'm not gonna. I can't go against them, but I can't let this go.
And
I'm just gonna have to come back after it. It's gonna be me against him.
My dear granddaughter, do you not know? You've never been alone. That was the lie that was told you. He's gonna walk over and sit down next to you and put his hand on you, trying to get the manic kind of looking around and seeing the vision and focus. You were never alone.
That's true. They've always been there. I'm practically born into it.
Yes.
I felt so alone.
I know. And that is not a small thing. But our feelings, we must be careful of the heart. It is a good gauge on what is wrong within, but it does not always speak what is true. The feeling was there, and that needs to be remedied.
Why don't you speak up? Why don't you say something? If you understand, then speak up.
We cannot change things in a moment. Like the water breaking the rocks into sand, like trees that work their way through time. Time breaks all things in the end. We must see the right moment. And as he's sitting there talking, you're also seeing an image of him doing that cut again, and he's making these runes, and they're stacking on top of each other in the air.
Why is that more important than engage in explaining this to them?
Explaining what?
Explaining this, but what is it that you're doing? You're not doing nothing, but you're so quiet.
My words will not change a heart that is stone, but my actions, timed right, in the right moment, that will make all the difference. I am not ready. It is not time yet. In that right moment, if I jump too soon, I will miss. I will fall off. Look at the bounds. See them. Understand it. There is a moment that is destined. If I move too soon, I will miss.
Okay. All right.
We will deal with this. And I think in this moment, he's actually going to reach out and you didn't realize. It's not that you were actually doing this, but all of a sudden you were doing this, and he starts to pull your hands away from your ears so that you can hear everyone else's thoughts and that thought connection you all have again.
Okay.
They need to hear your voice as much as you need to hear theirs.
Then with that, Pim Pam's look over Aurora. I was like, Aurora, it's him.
I know. Trust me, Pim.
You know. You saw that. You understand? All right.
Pim. We know.
I think Pim can
Right.
see the tears on Quinn's face as he says that.
Right. It's your call.
I'll tell you when.
All right. And with that, Pim Pam's gonna really sit and wait, listen to what's going on, keep in touch with the party as much as with grandfather, and just kind of reflecting in her posture and reservation, grandfather's methodical things, and kind of just listen to the strikes, the kata, and let that kind of set the timing of the stream and wait for that. The flaw piece.
Hold on a second. Wait. Legend point.
Yes.
That was that was an awesome growth for Pim Pam. Very, very evident in that moment. Having her wait and be still. I loved it. It was great.
Oh, thank you. So here's the flaw piece. Through it, Pim Pam was also listening to Nahazik, a bit of his point of view, feeling this kind of understanding where he was railing about the bounds and things, and about him having to do everything he could do to survive, to escape, and to be free of those bounds. And Pim Pam is thinking about that, thinking about some of those questions she'd asked grandfather about what if people didn't see beyond, what if they railed against that, what if that, and she's trying to rationalize through some of these things. And while she doesn't agree at all with Nahazik and what he's done, she's realizing that maybe he's not so much of a personal enemy. He's, he, like her, was might have been a wayward spirit that railed against the bounds, never learned the restraint, and pushed too far and let it take him to horrible places. And Pim Pam's realizing and reflecting how much horrible things she has done to other people because of how far she pushed against those things, and weighing those things in there. But it opens her mind just a little bit to listening to some of the things that he's saying there, particularly his resource point towards seeing effectively the right target. I want to invoke that as the flaw, and I want Pim Pam to see a target, a weakness in the dragon that particularly she can exploit.
That's awesome. Okay, let's roll it up.
Good kind.
And then we'll see. That's awesome.
I'm gonna put the next legend point.
Shout out to Adam for the Minute
Off the mic.
It scored. That was awesome.
It's a 4.
And I got another pick.
Take
What's
your
it,
pick.
2?
Reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose reroll because I've got enough in here. This is gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, do you need a
So we got
bucket over
one
there?
flaw,
I
minus
do.
1. Okay.
Oh. How do I manage?
Okay. why I gave you.
No explodies for the dragon.
Oh, it's really too bad for the dragon because I've got 2 explodies and a 9.
A 3 and a 4.
So we're at 33
So I'm
with the
keeping
-1.
3, right? Yes, because I rolled 2 and I have legend point, which gives me an extra
Gives
1
you an
there.
extra one, yep.
So I'm just gonna re-roll everything here.
Go for it.
That
You're gonna
that-
use your reroll?
Yes, on all these other ones. I want that last.
You re-roll after you've already surpassed the CR.
Look, guys, I'm not going for adequate. I want all 3 explosions.
No, I respect it.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna replace that. Okay. Good.
Go there.
Good. So now I'm just gonna roll all the explosions. Please, one more. 7 and a 1 and a. Okay. All right. So right. All right.
This is good counting music.
It is good kind of music.
I'll switch to the fight.
Feels like we're on a game show. If we're counting.
It's a show and it's a game.
He's right!
I really want one more.
Well, do you have the +1 from the legend
Yeah.
point?
I added
Plus
both.
2
There's
because you
2
put
in
2
there.
Okay.
So I'm at 59 right now. I like the satisfaction. But I don't. I'm not going to spend it for just the one. But I meant like.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Just
good.
we know the want is there, the desire is there.
So
Stuck on that
50.
last scale.
So 50. Yeah, 59. Chain the
59.
beast.
To chain the beast.
Painfully.
That is an extra success right there. Exceptional. So I think then opportunity event goes to Pim Pam. As the flaw comes in and you're looking for that piece, roll you let's see. I like the idea jokingly like that it catches on a scale and when you pull on it there's something about it. It's tougher than the rest of the scales. There's something wrong. You feel like it's just much more solid and it almost wants to click like a lock needs to be unlocked or something.
Oh, sick.
Again, Pim Pam.
Yes. So you can't roll anything you've rolled so far. What would you like to roll to either gain insight or force something to happen?
Don't you have your equal movement?
She used movement at
I
that
use
was
movement
first
and,
roll.
and agility. I don't have great stats after that. I have alteration. And I have deception. I think alteration probably works a little bit better here.
Yeah, I'm down with that. You have a knowledge of things not being changing shape and being different, absorb object.
Yeah, so let's see. It's not great overall, guys, but again, it can't hurt.
Right, opportunity event. Worst case, you just don't get any bonuses in the next one.
Yeah, so I think while spinning around and grabbing things when she catches in that, she's gonna take egress and try and like slip it underneath the scale and in prying up, realizing that there's something more mechanical here than that, she's going to think about grandfather clockwork, putting these pieces together, realizing it's really not quite her skill in this, but this is a piece of the dragon's mind, body, and soul that's locked together. So she's going to kind of feel those shifting pieces inside of herself and try and see if she can layer out mind, body, and soul from it, sifting through and imagining the body decrepit, the mind confused, and the soul unfocused, to see if some twisting in there can help to loosen it. Which of those might be a little bit off. So
I like that a lot.
Really want to know what's in here. Sure, let's do it.
Ooh.
I might get to the
So close. We're close to another one from Spence, I think.
Yes.
We're at 6 or 7.
1, 2,
Okay.
7.
Let's see. I don't think I have much more that really
8.
helps
Nice.
on this. Nothing really focuses into the other things. No, well, we're just gonna shoot for it.
All right.
Let the dice decide. Nah.
Well, I don't know. The dragon rolled very poorly on this.
I only have like a 14 here, guys. Not great. I can't imagine it's that bad.
It was that bad.
Oh.
He had a nat 1 on the d20. Oh! For his fortitude, so 2, 4. What'd you roll?
14.
Exceptional success. What? Yes. You roll 1, 2,
up.
3, 2.
It's disgusting.
It's bad. It's bad.
He's
But
So
that's
yeah,
good, 'cause it's
you
just
come to
his
realize as
fortitude.
soon as you start to scatter body, mind, and soul, like there's nothing there.
So
Like almost unsatisfying. Like
yeah.
I-
Well, I'll describe it when we
Yeah.
get to that point, because now everyone we'll do the 1 advantage to everybody again, since it was an exceptional success.
Nice.
And this has been another fantastical episode of BombSquad with Ebony Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals and Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you also gain access to bonus content, as well as our private Discord, where we're going to be playing tons of Discord-wide Westmarch-style games in Pathfinder. I'm not sure when this is coming out, so some of it's secrets, but do check it out. And of course, check out the links below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as Dadbod Fitness, Interplanar Crossroads, and a lot of other cool people out there. Shout out to Sagas, because this may come out around when we play the Sagas game with 𝑬𝒌𝒔. And thank you so very much for joining the adventure. Babette, we will see you next time. All right, bye.